Hey guys, MPET2. Another knife review for you. It's going to be on the Buck Vantage. I just want to let everyone know I love Buck knives. I think you get a good knife for the money. Are there better knives out there? Yes, of course there are. But for a lot more money as well. I think you get a good knife for the money, and they're made in USA, which I love. So, this is going to be on the lower end Vantage. Start off with some specs. This is the small version. It's got a 2 5/8 inch blade, 428 stainless steel blade. It's got a closed length of 3 3/4, and it weighs 2.3 ounces. It's a very light knife because the liners are very thin. Give you a nice view of it. Liners are very thin on it. It's a hollow grind knife, drop point. No, not really a drop point blade. Very thin liners right there. It's a liner lock. Does not have a thumb stud. It's got this little deployment tab, which is a tad small, but it works. It's very light. It rides very deep in your pocket with tip up. As you can see how high the clip is. When it's in your pocket, you don't even feel because it's so light. Blade on it, it's a good thick small blade. In comparison to the CKRT, it's actually a little thicker than it. A little shorter and a little thicker. And by the way, I'm going to be starting to look into getting a new camera because this is not high def and it's a piece of crap. So I think I'm going to get a flip fold, one of those flip cameras, and some type of holder for it or something. It's a good knife. I like it. Sharp as a mother effer. Liner locked. Holds it real nice and tight. No play in the blade at all. Good knife. But this one's made in the USA. Some of their cheaper small folders are not made in the USA. And I purchased another one of the ones that are made in China, and I haven't received it yet. So once I check that out for a while, I'm gonna do I'll bring that one out too, and I'll do a video on it. But I love the way Buck does the hollow grind on the blades. I really like that. I had purchased a couple other ones too, which I never really even did a review on. But for the money, I think they're good knives. I've always bought them. I've always had them. In my, my get home bag, I carry the old style lock blade. But I would give this a thumbs up if anybody wants to purchase a nice little folder carrier. I purchased this for $17 on eBay. I don't know what they go for in the stores. Shipped. That's shipped. All these prices are shipped. Made in the USA. It's a good knife. A lot better than this one. It compares good with the CKRT. If I'm going to compare it to this knife, the CKRT is a lot heavier than this knife because of the steel frame. The solid steel frame. This handle material, I think it's a plastic. I believe it's a plastic. It's not telling me. I got my iPhone sitting here. I'm trying to look up some specs. It's out of frame. Oh, here it is. It's glass reinforced nylon. So it's very lightweight. The only thing is it's a little slick. Now if you had this out on a boat, that's a sharp knife, man. You had this out on a boat and you were fishing and you had your hands all slimy, I can see this slipping out of your hands and falling into the ocean or bay or wherever you're at. That's why I have to give this knife this Bear Grille. It does have that tacky rubber handle, which would be nice, but it needs the liner. Needs a liner lock in there. And this knife too, this knife is a little slick too. It doesn't have any type of grip on it. I think with your hand slimed up, I think both of these would slip out of your hand. But it's a good knife. It's a steel constructed knife, steel liners. It sits a lot lower than this CKRT in your pocket. You can hardly even feel it. It's so light. You can see right there that the CKRT sits up like that, high, and the Buck sits low in your pocket. So, alright, let me know if you guys want to do any more knife reviews. I mean, I got probably half a dozen or a dozen more knives I can do reviews on. But that's it. Alright, peace out, people.